up in your energy, this person cannot let you go. This is someone from the past, or this is someone that you are trying to detach yourself from, for some of you. For others of you, this is someone that has strong romantic feelings for you. I'm literally talking about strong romantic feelings for you, to the point where it's borderline obsession. There's a fixation on your energy. There's a fixation on how it would be if they were to be intimate with you. You know, for some of you, there could have been like a start and stop situation whereby something was going to happen, but then it didn't happen. Whitney Houston, didn't we almost have it all? It may not have been to that level of almost having it all. I feel more so it could have been a situation of there was an acknowledgement of an attraction, and it was like, okay, so what do we do from here then, type of thing, and nothing persisted. I feel like this person, for some of you, could be in your friendship group. This person I'm picking up could also act like a friend, but they're secretly envious of you, right? There is a jealousy there. Like, you may know of this person because you share the same friendship group, and they are in admiration as to how everyone likes you. But at the same time, there's an energy of annoyance and agitation, because they're thinking, what is so special about them? Why don't people flock to me the way they flock to them? They may feel like you're stealing the spotlight. They may feel as if people don't find them attractive. People don't find them exuberant. People don't find them bubbly, or they feel like you've got an edge over them. They feel like you've got a certain spark, a certain electric energy that they are trying to access, or that they feel they can't access within. So this person is fixated on your energy because they're thinking, what is it about you that makes you so different? Maybe this person thought that they were one way, but then by being around you, they realize that, you know, they feel like you have something that they should have. It's the energy of what makes you stand out. And they're trying to study that. They're trying to understand that. And I feel like it's your essence. It's like they're trying to get to the blueprint, but they can't. And they're looking more so on the outer. You know, they're thinking, okay, they hang around with these types of people, so that means that these types of people find them attractive, so let me try and hang out with the same type of people. So they looking at things on a surface-based level, like, okay, let me do my hair like them, let me dress like them. It's not that. And this person may want to be around you a lot, just to study you, just to learn you. And you may have put up some boundaries with this individual, but they are determined to break these boundaries down. And they feel like you are unstoppable. Maybe they may have tried in the past to put certain blockages up in your way, but you have broken through those blockages. I'm hearing from Spirit that it could be a situation of, I'm looking at the Three of Swords as well, but I'm hearing from Spirit that it could be a situation of you may not have even known that you were maneuvering around their blockages, and they feel like you're outsmarting them. They also feel like you have it easy and they don't, and it's like they want to cause a little bit of trouble in your life. They feel as if you are able to overcome a lot of sadness, a lot of pain, and they are understanding on a certain level that you don't really want to invest in this situation with them. You don't want to invest much into this situation, connection, whatever the case is. For some of you, they're waiting on some type of bad news. They want to hear about some type of bad news, or for some of you, they have given up on waiting on reconnecting with you. They feel like that ship has sailed, and that's why there's a fixation on what could have been. I feel for some of you, whoever this person is, they are all up in your energy because it's like they want you to be humble. They want you to not have that confidence within yourself. You know, there's something around having a fixation on your romantic life. Maybe not wanting, it's something around not wanting you to be in partnership, and maybe feeling quite smug and happy. Like, say for instance, you told this person about an embarrassing situation, or you know, you missed out on an opportunity or something like this. This person fixates on that. So when they find themselves getting upset about your popularity and how you're perceived by others, they go back to a time when you told them about something that upset you, and they're hoping that something similar could happen again. So it's like, be mindful of what you say to this person if you do interact with them a lot. This could be someone that you used to be friends with, you used to hang out with, used to go to partying with, right? And this person may feel like, when are we going to reconnect again? Oh, we don't hang out as much as we used to. So this energy is not that. I feel like with this energy, it's more of a case of you and this person went your separate ways. Life got in the way, and they're just dwelling on the times that you used to hang out with each other. This could be, if you're a male listening to this, like one of your boys, like one of your best friends, or a guy that you used to rave with and you guys used to pick up girls with, or something of that sort. You had a lot of fun, you know, maybe playing FIFA together, or just chilling at each other's house and just doing the most, like, especially in your younger years. And they think about those times, and they wish that they can reconnect with you, but due to life, they may feel like you both haven't got the time. But they wish that they can go back into time. They wish they can go back to the times when life was much fun. Like, there's an energy of not appreciating you when you were around, and now that you're gone or no longer in their life, there's an energy of, wow, I wish I did more. I wish I spent more time with them. I wish I could tell them this news, is what I'm picking up. I also feel for some of you that there's quite a few people that are all up in your energy. These could be admirers. People may feel like, whoever this person is, they may feel like you are mysterious. They can't read you. They find you to be an enigma, is what I'm picking up. Like, they may feel like you have a lot of options. This could be someone that is competing with you. This could be someone that feels like you manipulate others to, you know, come towards you. What is your secret? What is your magic? What do you do? Do you do magic? It's that type of energy. And because whoever this individual is, they're trying to work out your formula to generate and gain the type of, you know, opportunities, partners, friends that you get. So they are fixated on your aura. They're fixated on your energy, and they find you to be creative. So there could be something about your creativity, like, how do you do it? How do you sing like that? How do you dance like that? How do you create like that? You know, some of you could be good with makeup or hair or nails, and you may look different all the time. And it's like, what gives you these ideas? Like, they're very, this could be someone that is a creative as well, and they're trying to outdo you. They're trying to rival you. For some of you, yeah, they feel like as long as you're around, no one's going to recognize their skills. No one's going to recognize their talent. This is the type of energy that will sabotage a friendship with you, so that they don't have to be around you because your light is just too much. I also feel for some of you, there is someone that's all up in your energy because they feel as if there's something about this individual hoping that you're not happy, hoping that things are not progressing for you, hoping that you're sad, you're depressed, you know, and they could be trying to send energy your way. So Spirit is saying to keep your vibes high and keep away from this person and keep prayed up and keep having your sea salted baths. But whoever this energy is, this type of energy is, I'm hearing they're jealous. They're jealous of your charisma, your charm, your wit, your sociability. And it's almost as if they don't want people to see you. They don't want people to experience your light, because there's something about your energy that makes this person feel uncomfortable. For some of you, this is a person that is worried about you. Like they're thinking, oh, I hope they're okay. I hope they're not unhappy. So who is all up in your energy? This could be someone that finds you very attractive and someone that may have held back in the past, but I feel like they don't want you to hold back. Now, by all means, do what you feel comfortable in doing, but this is a person that feels like we've waited too long. You know, this could be in regards to being intimate with this person, but they may feel as if you're shy and they don't want you to be shy. You know, there's an energy of them thinking about intimacy, yes, but also we need to move this thing along. We need to perhaps date, get to know each other. I want to spend time with you. I want to learn you. I'm very serious about you. So there's someone that is serious about you. There's someone that wants to take leadership in this actual situation, and they're just thinking to themselves that they see you more than just a crush. They see you more than just, you know, someone to be intimate with. It's more than that, but they don't want you to hold back. They want you maybe to take leadership in this situation with them, whether you are a male or a female, right? This person wants you to direct the course of this actual situation, because maybe things have been quite stuck and they want to take things to that next level. And they could be thinking about how it would be if you and them went out on a date, spent time alone, picking up like a date near like the river or something, where you're both eating outside of a restaurant, maybe near the sea, the pier, a river, somewhere far away from both of your homes. So maybe like at a hotel or somewhere exotic. This is more like this person they want to treat you. They want to, you know, they want to prove their worth to you. So this is like an imagination. They keep envisioning and imagining how things would be with you intimately. And it's like, for some of you, they keep thinking about it for sure. And they may feel like, oh, but what if we are not compatible in that area? What if, you know, is the insecurity around, what if they don't like it? You know, what if we're not compatible? But then it's like, I want to take charge. I want to take the lead. And I feel like this person may feel as if, you know, there's something around someone wanting also for you to be humbled. Like, they may not want someone to come towards you. They may not want someone to be an emperor in your life. Like, they may want you to either not be in a relationship or only, they don't want you to attract an emperor-like person. They may want someone to hurt you, and if that is the case, it's because maybe they have been duped in love, or, you know, so they're now shifting that energy over to your love life now. And that's why Spirit is saying, don't tell this person too much. There's an energy also of someone who has deep romantic feelings for you, and they may want to give you some type of offer, maybe a declaration of how they feel, or maybe they may want to ask you out on a date, and they're just, you know, thinking about how to ask you, you know, when to ask you, but they want to spoil you. So there's someone that is planning on a date with you. The six could be of importance to some of you. Like this person wants to treat you. This person wants to show you how much they care, and this could be through acts of service as well. But this is someone that's quite shy. This is someone that is very private, so maybe they're not very emotive in regards to how they feel, but this is something that they keep thinking about. Like they want to treat you, take you out, show you how they care. And I feel like, again, for some of you, this person doesn't really emote, but at the same time, how they show they love someone or how they show they like someone is by taking them out for a meal or just spoiling them. Like this person wants to spoil you. They may want to give you a gift. They may want to give you a present. And that's how they show that they care. So they're just thinking about, okay, what should I buy? Should I get them perfume? Should I get them shoes? Should I take them to a restaurant, take them for a meal, take them out should we go to a bar? Like, what do we do? Or do we just stay indoors? Or, this is what they're thinking in their head, because they want you to see them as the King of Pentacles. And I'm hearing, even if you're a female, you may want this person to see you as being the King of Pentacles. Like, you don't want them for their money. You want the situation to be an equal balance of give and take, where you're both investing in each other. You both go halves. You both are there for each other. It's not about, oh, you have to buy me this, you have to buy me that. So there's an energy of, for some of you, someone thinking that maybe they're not enough, or maybe they need more time to prove that they are enough, or they want to show you how much they care by taking you out. So yeah, there is a lot of mixed messages here. Please take what resonates and keep shining. You or the person, I'm also picking up as the ex-partner that wants to come back in, but you or the person, I'm hearing they're clinging on. Spirit's funny. I'm hearing you or the person could be of the signs, excuse me, Scorpio, Aquarius, Leo, Leo again, Aries, Pisces, and Taurus. Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars, Venus, North, South Node, or Lilith. There's an ex-partner that wants to come back in because they're making money now and they want to show off. They want to stunt to say, look, I can take care of you. And some of you are like, I don't care. You could be the last man or last woman, in the desert. Even if I got paid £1 million to get back with you, I'd rather not. But there is someone that's leveled up in life somewhat. Or yeah, they're quite wealthy right now with the King of Pentacles, and they could be in a position of power or something of that sort. And they want to come back in, but even if they come back in, they're going to do something to try and hurt you. So yeah, you've got quite a few energies that do find you, romantically attractive. And there could be someone that hasn't got as much money as this other King of Pentacles like person, but they're more sincere and they're more genuine.